running out of beds.
We'll see a slow clearing this afternoon and then a really nice weekend ahead. I'll have the very latest coming up.
More help coming to local communities devastated by flooding. The White House giving the okay for FEMA assistance. And right now, we're counting down to the NFL season opener. Kickoff between the Dallas Cowboys and reigning champs Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kickoff at 8:20 tonight here on WYFF News 4.
Good morning. I'm Hannah Ward filling in for Patrick this morning on this Friday Eve.
Hey, nice to see you. We're both wearing pink. Lovely ladies. All right, I'm Destiny Chance. We're going to go ahead and check in with Perella Lewis this morning. Tell us how outside is shaping up.
Hey, it's looking okay. We'll see a few spotty showers out there this morning. We've got temperatures in the 60s across the mountains, low 70s across the upstate, and yes, an isolated shower or two as this front pushes through will generate this morning. By this afternoon, though, a nice slow clearing, so it's not going to be a big deal. In fact, later today, we'll get into some sunshine across the upstate. That starts in the mountains this afternoon, and then in a couple of hours later, we'll see that clearing across the upstate as well. Temperature-wise, we're in the low to mid 80s today across the upstate. We're going to be in the mid and upper 70s in the mountains, so really nice weather to have lunch outdoors. And tomorrow morning in the mountains, you'll be in the 50s to start the day. Across the upstate, we'll be in the upper 50s to low 60s, and just a beautiful looking afternoon tomorrow as well. We'll take a look at the rest of your weekend coming up.
All right, thank you, Perella. Let's head outside and see how the roads are doing this morning. Unfortunately, we have an accident. It's on I-85 in Spartanburg County. It's right there at 290. Thankfully, no major slowdowns just yet, but I do expect that to pick up. This is a live look outside right now. This is at I-85 right there at mile marker 59, which is in the area of South Carolina 101. So if you head out the door in Spartanburg County on I-85 in this area, your commute looks good. We're keeping an eye on that other accident for you, though. We'll give you an update in just a few minutes.
Well, breaking overnight, the Greenville County Coroner's Office is investigating a crash on South Piedmont Highway. Troopers say the collision happened just after 9 Wednesday night near Monticello Drive. We will update you as we get more details about what happened.
Right now, the FBI is helping North Carolina officials search for what they call a violent offender in multiple states.
Now, officials say Malik Anthony Moore is wanted for murder, kidnapping, and burglary. Take a look at your screen. They say he's been identified in several violent offenses against strangers in the past week, including a murder in Greensboro. He's also accused of killing a Hurricane Ida evacuee in Charlotte. If you see him, you're asked to call 911, but do not approach him.
Happening today, President Joe Biden is set to make a major announcement on the country's COVID response. He'll talk about his plan to stop the spread of the highly contagious Delta variant, including partnerships to get more Americans vaccinated. The White House has repeatedly said that the federal vaccine mandate is not on the table.
Elective surgeries at Prisma Health have been postponed as bed space runs out.
Our Daniel Robinson joins us now live from Greenville Memorial, and this is a very severe situation for the hospital to make this call, Daniel.
Yeah, Hannah, it is. And the hospital system says that they decided to postpone those elective surgeries for today and at least through tomorrow, as they see 566 people currently hospitalized due to the virus. Now, Prisma Health says as of yesterday, out of those people who have been hospitalized, 41 are vaccinated and 525 are unvaccinated. Now, there are 87 total currently on a ventilator, 4 of which have been vaccinated and 83 are not. Healthcare leaders say that the rate of COVID-19 hospitalizations at Prisma Health this week has already surpassed the record in January of this year.
My critical care docs, all of our hospitalists, all of the docs that are taking care of these patients in these hospitals are doing way more work than they've ever even imagined possible to do in a 24-hour period. Everybody's working like that. And so it is a massive lift on the part of staff.
Now, Prisma Health said it will continue to perform emergent and urgent surgeries on a case-by-case basis, and healthcare leaders say that they are concerned that there could be a surge in cases as we come off the Labor Day holiday and head into football season. Now, the hospitals say that doctors' offices will be reaching out to their patients if they need to reschedule or their surgeries are affected by these postponements. But for now, live in Greenville, Danny Robinson, WYFF News 4.
South Carolina DHEC confirmed 22 more COVID-related deaths. Anderson and Oconee counties reported the most in the state with 4 deaths each. DHEC reported more than 2,100 new cases across the state with a positivity rate of 14.2%. Georgia reported the same positivity rate. Officials confirmed more than 5,200 new cases. North Carolina confirmed more than 4,700 new cases. 15.8% of the reported test results were positive.
South Carolina DHEC has seen a solid increase in COVID vaccinations. That's since July 4th. Right now, nearly 49% of people age 12 and up are fully vaccinated. Just under 58% have had at least one shot. DHEC gave an update on when younger children could be able to get the vaccine.
We hope that later this fall, Pfizer's vaccine will be given an emergency use authorization for children down to age 5 or 6 years old, to 11 years old, with those vaccines then being available, for those children by the end of the calendar year.
North Carolina officials have given more than 10.7 million shots of the COVID vaccine. 55% of the total population is at least partially vaccinated, and for ages 12 and up, it's 64%. Georgia officials have given nearly 10 million shots. 52% of the population has given at least one dose.
Right now, federal help is coming to 7 western North Carolina counties. The White House and FEMA granted Governor Roy Cooper's request after Tropical Storm Fred. The major disaster declaration will provide assistance for communities hit hard by floods, which includes Buncombe, Haywood, and Transylvania counties. On your screen are 2 ways you can apply for federal aid. You can apply online at disasterassistance.gov or call 1-800-621-FEMA. Perella.
Okay, good morning. It's 6:06, and we've got some good news if you like lower humidity heading our way. Even as we speak, a cool front is going to be coming through today. That'll generate a couple spotty showers this morning, but behind it, this cooler, drier air is going to funnel in and just take that humidity out. And tomorrow morning is going to begin to feel a little bit like fall with more dry air behind it. So it's going to feel really good even in the afternoons. Get out and enjoy it this weekend, because as we go into the early part of next week, look at that. Here comes that moisture. So heat and humidity will return next week, but today will be pretty comfortable. It's going to get even better heading into the weekend. So hopefully you can find some time to get out and enjoy it. Today, a few spotty showers this morning. Highs will be in the low to mid 80s. Once that cool front passes, we'll begin to see a slow clearing this afternoon across the upstate. So some late afternoon sunshine. In the mountains, it's going to clear in your area first. So we've got mostly cloudy skies there now, but as we go into, say, lunchtime or shortly thereafter, you can take your lunch outdoors with lots of sunshine and low humidity. Tomorrow morning in the mountains, we'll be in the 50s. Across the upstate, we'll be in the upper 50s to low 60s. You can have your coffee outdoors tomorrow, or maybe keep those windows rolled down on your way into work. It's going to be a beautiful Friday. I'll have the rest of your weekend forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Perella. Let's head outside and check on the roadways. This is a live look at I-85 right there on the county line of Greenville County and Spartanburg County. Traffic looks good there. Unfortunately, in Spartanburg County, excuse me, we have an accident at I-85. This is going to be at 290, and it is a hit and run with some injuries involved. So heads up on that as you head out the door. But I-85 all across the board in other areas looks great this morning.
Updating his pandemic plan. I'm Aixa Diaz in Washington, where President Biden will reveal today additional steps to slow the spread of the COVID-19 Delta variant.
6:11 right now, and right now a Greer man is facing charges in the January 6th Capitol riot.
The FBI charged James Lawless. His charges include entering a restricted building and disorderly conduct on the Capitol grounds. Officials say they were able to identify him through a Facebook post. He was arraigned Wednesday morning in Greenville and was released on a $25,000 bond. He's due back in court September 20th.
Meanwhile, protective fencing is back up again around the U.S. Capitol. There are concerns of violence ahead of a planned rally designed to show support for the January 6 rioters. The right-wing rally is called Justice for J6. Now, it's set to be on September 18th. It's not clear how many people will gather at the Capitol, but the new Capitol Hill police chief says that they need to be ready for anything.
We don't know what to anticipate, and it could be, if 5,000 people show up instead of 500, we need to be prepared for that. So we're going to make sure we have enough folks in place to handle the demonstration.
House and Senate leaders will be getting a more detailed security briefing on Monday. Perella?
Oh, we've got so many wonderful things going on this weekend, and the weather is going to cooperate fully for all of them. We've got the South Carolina Apple Festival going on in Westminster. We've got the Country Music Festival in Simpsonville. We've got ladies drag racing going on in Greer Saturday morning, and we've got the Jump Off Rock Music Festival in Lawrence Park, North Carolina. We'll take a look at your forecast for this weekend. I've got some good news for you when we come back. Well, good morning. It's 6:15. We've got some spotty showers on the way this morning as a cool front comes through. This is the same cool front that gave us some energy out ahead of it, giving us those thunderstorms yesterday. But this front will actually push through in the next few hours, generating a couple spotty showers. It's not going to be a big deal, but this afternoon we will clear as that front finally passes, and that leads to a brisk start to your Friday morning and dry all weekend long. So some really good weather heading our way. As we take a look live, Super Doppler 4H 360 radar picking up on some rainfall now, just kind of some lighter showers as this front now pushes out of Tennessee into North Carolina and quickly across the upstate. This will keep moving to the south, by the way, and it will help to escort this right here, which is now Tropical Depression Mindy. This cold front is going to come and push Mindy out into the Atlantic Ocean. So the mountains in the upstate, we will not be getting any rainfall from that tropical system, but Mindy will be joining Hurricane Larry out in the Atlantic. They won't meet or anything, but you could see they're both going to be out there somewhat active. In fact, Tropical Depression Mindy will actually be in the process of dying out once it gets back out into the Atlantic Ocean, but currently bringing some rainfall up into portions of Columbia, South Carolina, all the way down to area beaches, and that's going to be about it. So that's as far north as it goes. We will not be impacted from this system whatsoever. You can see, in fact, by later today and tomorrow, it'll be well off to the east of us. So just a few spotty showers this morning as a result of that cool front coming through. Behind it, winds shift to the north. That ushers in, immediately stabilizes things. When you've got cooler air kind of funneling in, cold air weighs more than warm air, believe it or not. So it kind of weights all of that down and stabilizes us. So tomorrow morning, it's going to be a brisk start. It'll be mild afternoons, but without all that humidity, it's still going to feel pretty good to be outdoors. So hopefully you can make your plans now. Today's going to be nice. Tomorrow's going to be even better. Saturday, Sunday going to be nice as well. As we get toward the end of the day, Sunday will start to warm things back up. So highs near 90 as we go into the early part of next week across the upstate, back in the mid 80s in the mountains. And yes, that humidity does come back early next week.
All right, drivers in Spartanburg County, we have an accident on I-85 right now. It's at mile marker 63, which is 290. It is causing one lane to be closed in that area and some traffic back up. But the good news is, once you head towards Greenville County on I-85, take a look at your screen. This is a live look in that area. This is right there by Highway 14. Traffic is moving smoothly in both directions in this area. We'll have a live look at that accident near 290 on I-85 in just a few minutes.
Well, today, President Joe Biden will address the nation to announce steps the administration is taking to stop the spread of the Delta variant and boost COVID-19 vaccinations.
Aixa Diaz is in our exclusive Washington bureau with what we need to know ahead of the president's announcement.
Destiny Hanna, the White House says President Biden will outline 6 steps the administration will take to bring down COVID-19 cases as more children are now testing positive. Pandemic plan. President Biden set to announce the steps his administration is taking this fall to stop the spread of the highly contagious Delta variant and increase the number of vaccinated Americans.
We know that increasing vaccinations will stop the spread of the pandemic, will get the pandemic under control.
The White House says the president will talk about additional vaccine mandates, access to COVID-19 testing, and protecting kids in schools.
We are seeing more children who are getting sick and more other kids around them who are quarantined.
Doctors encourage parents to get their children 12 and up vaccinated to protect not just those kids, but also younger children who can't get the vaccine yet.
We are seeing more kids that are getting sick with multiple viruses at once. So COVID, RSV, a little bit of rhinovirus, enterovirus, and those kids seem to be getting sicker from sort of the additive effects of those viruses.
Scientists are also watching the Mu variant, which could be resistant to vaccines, but doesn't appear to spread as easily as Delta. Right now, this new variant accounts for fewer than 1% of COVID cases worldwide. In Washington, Aixa Diaz, WYFF News 4.
All right, well, this year, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will be in person. Last year, it was virtual and did not have giant balloons or festive floats. Participants this year will be required to show proof of vaccination and they have to wear a mask. The 95th annual parade will kick off Thanksgiving morning in New York City.
A South Carolina state veterinarian has confirmed the state's first case of a dangerous mosquito-borne disease. It's called Eastern equine encephalitis, and it has a very high deadly rate in unvaccinated horses. A Clemson veterinarian says that an 18-year-old horse from Sumter County in the Midlands was diagnosed with it. The animal's vaccination status is unknown, but it had to be put down due to its condition. The National Veterinarian Services Laboratories confirmed this diagnosis.
All right, well, this morning we want to give you a big thank you for your generosity during our Day for Giving.
Yeah, we partnered with the American Red Cross last week, and donations are still being added up. But So far, you have given more than $156,000 to help communities hit hard by Hurricane Ida. So again, thank you for everyone who donated during our Day for Giving.
A huge honor, the first of its kind for this brave pup. Your Morning Buzz is up next.
.623 this morning, and in this morning's Buzz, I love this story. South Korea is honoring a dog who saved a 90-year-old woman.
Okay, the woman had collapsed in a rice field. No one could see her because of the rice, and she was drenched and unable to get up. So this dog stayed by her side for 40 hours, keeping her temperature up, even as she began experiencing symptoms of hypothermia. Using a thermal drone, authorities spotted the little dog's body, leading them to the woman's location. She's now recovering, and the dog became South Korea's first honorary rescue dog. And this just goes to show you big things come in small packages, and this dog is a mighty one. How cute.
It's amazing that they haven't had rescue dogs before, that this will be their first one. I mean, that's amazing.
It's incredible just what animals can do. It's insane.
And how sweet is it? I'm going to keep you warm.
I know.
I'm going to lay beside you.
Little dogs are the best. I know I'm biased, but come on. They're cute and little.
Yeah, they are. All right.
But big in spirit, in spirit. My dog, thinks it's huge. 66 degrees in Asheville right now, 72 in Spartanburg, 70 degrees in Abbeville. Good morning to you all. It's going to be a really nice weekend. So starting tomorrow morning, the weather's going to feel a little bit like fall after this cool front comes through. So as it finally makes its way over the mountains, we'll see a few spotty showers. And then as it goes across the upstate later today, we will slowly clear out and those north winds begin to kind of return. And boy, is that going to make a difference in how things feel out outside. So if you'd like to make plans to be outdoors, it's going to be really nice to do that starting really tomorrow through the rest of the weekend. In the mountains, temperatures in the mid and upper 70s today, but by tomorrow, it's going to feel even better. We'll take a look at that weekend forecast coming up.
This is a live look at well, I thought it was going to be an accident. I have an accident to tell you about. It's on I-85 right there at 290. Unfortunately, it's causing some slowdowns for my Spartanburg County drivers. We're going to give you a live picture of that coming up.
And it is time now for your WYFF News 4 timeline on this September 9th. On this date in 1957, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed the first civil rights bill since Reconstruction.
It included provisions to protect the voting rights of African Americans. The bill also opened the door for further legislation and to combat discrimination.
You were in a car wreck. Call us. Yeah, Destiny, the hospital system says that they've temporarily postponed elective surgeries for today and at least through tomorrow.
Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 today.
Record-breaking COVID hospitalizations, the high number of patients forcing an upstate health system to take urgent action.
Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Hannah Ward.
Hi, and I'm Destiny Chance. Happy Friday Eve to you.
Woohoo.
I love when Perella Lewis says crisp. I know it will never get old to me because fall is on the mend, and hopefully it will feel that way soon.
I just love the way Destiny says my name. It's just so sweet. I love
Perella.
it. Perella. It's so sweet. 73 degrees right now in Greenville. We've got 69 degrees in Hendersonville right now. And some of these spotty showers, this is our cool front that is going to come through as we go throughout the morning time frame. So not